team was trying to for it out. She don't give a she was in her bag. Fendi in some lane. Asked for a burger. Watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on key.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Washington Redskins. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
Let's go. Let's convert. Let's convert. Let's convert. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Now the first carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's go now. Double tight, guys. Double tight. 4 down. 4 down. Ready. Blue ready.
Now Jameis on second down. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. He's got Evans. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
Slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Ready. Blue ready. Who's got 84? Check 84. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming out.
A first down throw for Winston. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The 15 yards there on the catch and run. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Stewart on first down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Ready? Hey, sub. Let's go.
Now a second down throw for Winston. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston escaping the pressure right. A dump off to Sims. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. 3rd and long for Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them, in a sense, and gotten the ball from them.
The first carry for the rookie, it's Darius Geis. Oh, now he bowls him over. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, able to shed some tacklers, but it's all for naught.
Yeah, that doesn't even seem fair, does it? Because this guy was breaking tackles, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what he did. A really good effort by him, but give credit to the defense of giving up no gain.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And give him a gain of 37.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
Ready? Line 80.
They get it to him running left. Flashed a nifty move, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Lock in. Ready?
They run with Geis. Bulldozes past him. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And the first play will be a field goal try. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey. 4 down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time. But now you get to sit up here with me. Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A first carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Ready. Black 22. 53's the mic. 53's out.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds Humphries. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A Buccaneer first down as Winston hooks up with Humphries.
Black 22. 3 down. That. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Jameis now on first down. And he finds Howard complete. And he works free. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage. Jameis now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got ready. White 25.
Winston now to throw on first down. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4. And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Black 22.
To the air again with Winston. And it's a fumble. And the Redskins scoop it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith. Josh Doxson's got it complete. Now they can't bring him down. Josh Dotson. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
4 down. Set.
On the ground, nice. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
Let's go. 15.
They get it to him running left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First down, Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Winston. This is caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Hey, we got 4 down.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. On 1st and 10, Winston. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
Second down, Winston. It's caught by Jackson. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Bucs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, sub. Ready. Black.
Jameis to throw it. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
52. 35. Hey, on.
They start on the ground with Geis. And not much room there, so get it up only to about the 21. Noah Spence in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Right. I got that.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. This one complete to Jordan Reed. Still fighting for more. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Let's go deep. Hey, on.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Jackson with a grab over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Smith throwing again. Off to Geis on the screen. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And here come the Redskins now. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he's got some space here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Great 15.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and it's 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Now Smith. It's brought in by Doxson. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Smith finding Doxson that time for a Washington first. On first down, this is Geis. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Double. 4 down. I said,
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd down. Smith. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they will set up shop. At their own 46-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Following the interception, Winston. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
We got 3. We got.
On 2nd down, Winston again. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
4 down. Check.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Winston now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Tight end right. Let's go.
A 1st down throw for Winston. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Play action now. Winston on the move to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
Blue lady. Where's that? 53, Mike. Check. 53.
Jameis again. Bringing it in. Jackson left side. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go. No. Regular.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And bulldozing is what defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A 2nd down throw for Winston. Flush to his right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. On second down, here's Smith. And his pass incomplete. Kayvon Webster on the defensive side able to get a hand in.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Redskins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A very solid gain of 27.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of Central Casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
the speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey, on.
Play action. It's Smith. And his throw is incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
The Redskins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Third down, here's Geis. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't.
And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. Look at the big man rumble. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
Let's go. It's time to play. 4 down. Where's that up?
Jameis now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Jackson. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. And we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. They'll throw again. Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. Inside caught by Jackson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Ready. Blue ready. Check. 4 down. Blaze ahead. Check. 55 to Mike.
Again, it's Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Open man has got it. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Let's go now. Let's convert. 34, eyes on 34.
First down, Winston. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
To the air again with Winston. Eluding the pressure. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jameis Winston, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Hey, on. Hey, we got four down.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Let's go. 15. Four down.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Washington, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Tampa.